Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 203 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy on the other end.
And that fool Blazer. Ramon.
Man, where the hell is... Hey, but we still...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Hey, rejoice, bitches.
Rejoicing.
Rejoice.
I haven't even joiced yet. How can I rejoice?
That's true. That's true. Only person
joist
that is
first.
joiced is Jonni.
Joyce.
And he is not here. He has
Johnny.
joiced.
Why you gotta remind me?
I know. That's all right. Soon enough. What's good, bro?
Oh shit, man.
It's been so long, man. It's been like a full fucking week.
I never have cool updates either because I don't do a whole bunch of shit, man. It's been, I don't know, it's starting to get warmer a little bit. And I know in the Rock it's been getting warmer too. My mom gives me weather updates pretty frequently. She likes to flex on me when it gets a little warm there, you know, like unseasonably warm.
Yeah.
She'll like send a picture of her car's temperature gauge and be like, look how warm it is.
Yeah.
And you know,
nice.
I heart it and I make her feel good.
Nice. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have that conversation with anyone about the weather. Danny doesn't do that for me, right? He doesn't tell me how great the weather is over there because I'll tell him to go fuck himself.
Oh yeah, no, I know you don't like that shit. But I don't mind when New York wants to flex on me over here. Y'all got it rough over there. So
not
when it
gonna
gets
lie.
warm, let us know.
Not gonna lie, it hasn't been a bad winter at all. Like
That's
we've
great.
had a handful of, snow events, and it's just, some days are just cold as shit. Like we had a nice little warm spree where I remember just being used to the warmth. That's how long it was.
Oh damn.
And then I went, I got out of my car. I got out of the house to walk to the car to go to work. And I was like, damn, it's fucking cold today. Like, I don't like this shit. And I got to walk a little bit from the parking lot to my job. And I was on that walk and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, like, I don't want this. Like, what?
Shit?
Yeah.
It was spring.
Like,
the fucking
shit.
groundhog, that lion ass bitch.
And it's fucking February. Of course, it's supposed to be like that. But no, we just had a warm spree and this shit was nice.
What is it right now?
Currently it is 53.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. It's
That's very-
56 here.
Yeah, see?
We're right there.
Yeah, we're right there. Right there.
That's what's up.
Apparently tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 71.
Oh shit, it ain't even gonna be that high here tomorrow. God damn.
I know, it's so stupid. But I love it. It'd be nice. So yeah, man, a lot has happened this past week. I apologize to anyone who follows our socials. I have not been keeping up with any kind of promos. Had a lot going on this week. Just having to step back just a tiny bit. I come in to record. I edit the episode. That almost didn't happen on time last week, but I pulled it together. So just bear with us. But I promise you, I'll get more onto it. So, but we're gonna continue to do things regardless until the wheels fall off, baby.
Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep it going. Let's. You wanna jump into some questions?
Amen.
All right, let's do it.
Question.
All right, homie. Would you rather for you, and I want you to think about this carefully. Would you rather have baby teeth for the rest of your life or a micro peen for the rest of your life?
Then baby teeth.
Baby teeth or a baby dick?
I'll go with baby dick.
Baby. Just because the like teeth are so visible, like that's
Yeah,
something you
teeth
really
are so
can't hide.
visible. You could. It would suck. It would not be a good thing to have a micro penis.
Absolutely.
But there's no point in having a large penis if you are a grown man with baby teeth.
That's facts.
You
That's
are
some weird looking shit.
You
bro.
are
I don't even know
not-
what that would look like.
You are not gonna bag anyone. It's gonna look like you have dolphin teeth, bro.
Just little tiny.
Yeah.
How about would it make it better if, let's say, the teeth fell out and you would have adult teeth grow in eventually, but at the same rate as a kid would? Would that make you more inclined to pick these? Since they're not permanent, you just have to wait for them shits to fall out and like your adult teeth to come in.
That's wild to me. Like, how am I
You're at work and you just lose it too, son.
and start growing this shit back? Like, that
Right.
That shit is
You're
weird.
Like, I got an incisor coming in though, dog. I'm gonna be eating steak
that shit
again
is-
soon.
That shit is weird. It's just one day randomly you just go from adult teeth to baby teeth, and now you gotta live a few years until they fall out.
How long does that even take? You have a bunch of kids. How long
My
is the
kid is
process?
7. He hasn't started losing his teeth yet.
He hasn't started losing his teeth yet, and
No.
he's 7, dog.
He's 7, yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's a long time, son. That's a long time, bro.
Baby teeth ass. Yeah. Next time you look at his teeth, be like, "Yo, I could have them shits in my mouth right now."
Nah, I'm good. That's what I keep thinking about, like how small his teeth are, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
You look
There's
like
just no
what was
way.
it, King Koopa from the Mario movie?
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
he had some fucking tiny ass, spaced apart ass teeth.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way. With a micro penis, I mean, you could trick women into sleeping with you by just charisma and blah 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 and like good looks, whatever.
But
and then
eventually that
when
dick's gonna have to come out.
when they get there, it's just like it is what it is, right? So
Would you warn them ahead of time, or is that something you would just whip out?
nah, you just gotta hit them with the with the package. So
Oh, so you didn't even give them a heads up, dog?
why would you give them a heads up?
I mean, I feel like that's something that you have to give a warning. If you got a micro peen, you'll be like, listen,
Bro,
I know what I'm doing, but it's going to look a lot. I don't want you to be scared or alarmed or throw you off. Like, what if she had a clit that was like 5 inches long? Wouldn't you want to know about that shit ahead of time?
Okay. I might get canceled for this.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Here we go. What
But
do we
if-
got?
But if transsexuals cannot tell you what they have down there until the last minute, they could just go, then why can't you just leave that part out?
I mean, isn't that
Because
like
they should love you
trans
for your
etiquette? Wouldn't you want to give them a heads up, like just so they know for a fact,
Yeah, but
like what they're about to be fucking with?
that would be. However,
But they don't?
they feel like it is not an important piece of information because you're supposed to love them for, you're supposed to like them for them.
I mean,
Because-
yeah, but it is also important, son.
You're preaching to the choir here. I understand what you are saying. My point is like this is a conversation that people have, and that is kind of an extreme on that end. So why would I even bring up the fact that I have a small dick? You know what I mean? Until like
It's just it could
Hey.
be alarming.
when I pull it out, you either do something with it or you don't. Right?
Would you feel bad if she didn't though? She's like, nah, I think I'm good. But you're like, I got big ass teeth though. She's like, I don't give a fuck about your teeth.
Yeah,
ain't
I
touching
mean,
that
it
little
is what it
baby
is.
ass dick.
From my
But
understanding.
does it matter? I mean, you're in a committed relationship, basically a married man at this point.
Sure.
So, I mean, you just assume that your significant other is going to be okay with it. It's a little bit different than being a single man on the market,
Sure.
trying to land a partner with a micro peen. But let's be honest, you're not even going to get to pull your dick out with them baby teeth. Like you're not even.
Yeah,
getting
you're
to that
not.
Stage,
You're not.
Right?
At least that's my point. Is like you'll be able to pull somebody, right?
That's where you got to reel them in, fall for that personality. So if they don't even care about your micro peen,
they
little
don't.
tiny
Yeah.
dick.
You pull it out, and then they get to the point where, unless it's like a one night stand, right? If it's a one night stand, then yeah, they might be like, nah, like I'm good. But if you developed a relationship with this person and everything is going well, I've told you the story that my girl had of a friend of hers, right, who explained that she was married to a man and they got divorced. And it wasn't until after they got divorced, the lady admitted that he had what she refers to as a chicken nugget dick. Like, it was literally like, it looked like a little McNugget, right? Where it was just a head, barely no shaft at all. And he was a cocky motherfucker. Like,
with a nugget ass dick.
With a nugget ass dick. And apparently, like, and she was like, and it was so small that she was shocked by it because she thought, like, oh, y'all broke up, so of course now you're gonna say he has a very small dick. And she was like, no, look. And she was like, oh my God.
Oh, she showed her a picture.
Showed her a picture of it.
She saw the. Does she have this picture still?
No. She just
Can
showed it to her.
Can you get this picture still?
She showed it, and she was so shocked by it. And this was obviously before we got together. That she was like, I was kind of worried that I was gonna end up with someone with this chicken nugget dick because I didn't even know it existed, and now it's a whole thing. And she was saying how she was, she told the story to someone else, and they were like, yeah, it's like there's like a whole fetish thing for that. Yeah, like some people fetish size for it. So it's a very strange thing. So you have more of an opportunity. All that to say, you have more of an opportunity to still have
nugget ass dick.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. All else fails, you're humping pillows like
with your nugget dick.
With your nugget dick, right?
Grown ass teeth. Yeah, no, you swayed me. I'm gonna go micro peen too. I feel like I got the personality where maybe they just won't care about it, and it doesn't look like a nugget, so that's also good.
Yeah.
Such a weird shape, dog.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, they're just saying like from how small it was, but it was literally a head with no shaft.
You can pause me, but I need to see this dick, son.
Yeah, pause. Very big.
I deserve that. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fair. Just look it up.
But at the same time, just out of curiosity, nugget dick? What the fuck do I even look up?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Dick with no shaft?
Dick with no shaft.
Yeah.
One time I don't know where I was, I saw a dick with no head.
What?
It was all shaft. With just a little hole at the top.
How?
It was I don't know. And it was ejaculating.
Oh, man. That
was so weird,
insanity.
Dude. I know.
Insanity.
Can you picture that? Like, just picture like a fat hot dog with a hole in the top and like little squirts coming out of it. So I think that's what it looked like.
No mushroom.
Zero mushroom.
Zero mushroom.
Zero mushroom.
Just all shaft.
Yeah. The opposite of the chicken nugget. It was all, if you could put that chicken nugget on top of the fucking shaft.
Yeah.
That's a fat dick right there.
It was the Deadpool of dicks.
Yeah. That's facts. That's facts. All right, so both micro peen, is that what I'm getting?
I guess
from?
so, yeah. I guess we're both going micro peen.
Hey, play swords.
Oh, man. Bump
right.
uglies. That's
Nah, son. Don't play. Pause yourself. All right, second question.
Yeah.
You're placed in a room with 100 people. If you're better than all of them at one thing, you win $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing that you're better at than 100 random people to get that bread?
This was a really tough question for me to like. Really,
I've been hitting you with the hard ones lately, son. Some real thinkers.
This was a really tough question, honestly. The only thing that I could really think of, because like I'm a casual nerd, I'm a casual everything, right? Like I know just enough but not enough to really like dig deep and be like, I am an expert at that thing.
Okay.
Right. So
I know that's tough. That
it really is tough. That's the life of, of fucking an
mediocrity.
ADD person. Yeah, that too. The only thing I came up with is if you put me in a room where, the competition is, who's going to drop the most weight fast, or fastest.
Y'all going to be in that room for a minute, though.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
weight drop?
Yeah. In 24, because you could do something, you could do some shit in 24 hours.
What would you do? Just like run with like a sweatsuit on and a garbage bag?
Nah, I mean, even if it was like, that's the only thing I could really think of. You put me in a room with a bunch of people and there's money involved, I'm gonna give it my all. And will.
It is random people too. Imagine drawing like, 99 other social security numbers. Like that's how random it is.
Yeah. And the only reason why I say that is because like I did it. I've done that shit before. Once I put my mind to something, and I guess that could really go for a bunch of things, but this is just the one narrowed down thing. But once I put my mind to it and I lock in that this is what I'm gonna do, everything else will fall to the wayside. And this is what the fuck I'm going to do. Like if I knew that if I knew that I was going there to weigh in and we were all going to be there for X amount of time, right?
Yep.
Could be like 2-3 days, let's say, because, it could be big room. We sleep in there, we eat in there, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it could be
like a Squid Game.
Yeah, like a Squid Game for a week, right? Month, whatever. Whoever drops the most, I'm gonna fucking win.
You're gonna starve. You're gonna sweat.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it takes. I'm going to. That would be me.
All right.
And that would actually be better because there would be no outside influence. Sure, they'll probably be doing Squid Game shit where they'll put out fucking pizza and like all this shit to like entice people, but for me that would be like good because so many more people are gonna fall the fuck off.
Is there anything that they could put out to entice you?
All of it would entice me.
Oh, he's like, all of it.
All of it would entice me. Yeah. All of it would entice me. It really would. All of it.
Anything you would crush? You'd be like, all right, fuck it.
Nah, it depends. It depends. Like I could limit myself to the point where, again, I've done it, bro. Like even recently, like, right, I'm generally enticed by pizza and shit like that. When I decided I wasn't going to eat carbs anymore, bro, I was just taking cheese and pepperoni off of pizza and throwing away the crust. Like,
damn, that's savage.
I know. Like, yeah.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I felt bad throwing out the crust, but I was in a zone. I was in a zone. That's what bro, when I lost weight, when I lost the most weight, by the end of it, bro, my lunches and like my snacks was literally me bringing a can of tuna, and I had a fucking thing of mustard, and I would just open up the can of tuna, the albacore tuna, and put some mustard in there, a little bit of hot sauce, mix it up, and just eat it. Nothing else.
Ooh, I can't stand tuna. That grosses me.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying, like,
no, I get it.
Most of the shit that I would eat would just be like, I'm not into this right now, but fuck it, this is what I'm gonna eat.
Bare bones.
Yeah, son. So if my mind gets there and $100 million, like that's life changing, bro. Like, nah, there's nothing that's going to deter me from that.
I'm not gonna work quite that hard.
Sure.
I really don't want to get sweaty even. I was thinking, what could I do? Because like I don't have any real skills. Like, I'm not a surgeon or anything.
Sure.
But I feel like paper football. You ever play paper football?
That's interesting.
I feel like
never even crossed
just
my
100
mind.
random people. What are the odds that they're good? And I've been playing paper football for a long time. So I feel like I feel like I could whittle that 100 people down, take that bread, and just kick a little ass. At first, I thought about thumb wrestling because I'm a decent thumb wrestler, but odds are there's just some fucking big ass Oafy dude in there that's just got fat thumbs and shit. He'll just lock my shit up.
Sure. No,
paper football
is great. I'm gonna teach that to my kids just so I can.
You
play
should,
some.
just in case they're ever trapped in a room with 100 people for $100 million.
These are great. They probably don't even play that shit at school anymore. Dude, dog, do you remember pencils? You ever play pencils?
No.
Is that a hood game?
What is pencils?
Oh man, I was just talking to my boss about it. My manager, because he grew up. Yeah, he went to the same high school I did. So he grew up in the hood and shit. So pencils was when you take a number 2 pencil, and one person would just hold it across. The other person would have to give it a whack. Like you would use your other finger as leverage to just like increase the force a little bit and black, and you give it one whack. And y'all just go back and forth with that. And the first one to break the other person's pencil wins.
Damn. No, I don't remember pencils. I never played that. We played Bloody Knuckles.
I remember Bloody Knuckles.
Where you would flick the quarter across the table at the other person's knuckle. I don't know why. It didn't seem like a very smart thing to do, and it hurt a lot, bro. When a quarter hits your knuckles that fast, that shit takes chunks of skin off and shit.
You ever play Letter B?
We're stupid. What's Letter B?
Again, another hood game, bro. This shit was crazy.
Hood games.
Yeah, Letter B was. There was never a conversation on let's play Letter B. It just started off with the first hit. And Letter B is if you say a word with the letter B and you leave your chest open, they would just punch you in your chest. Damn. And you got to say letter B to if you say something with the letter B and you catch yourself, you got to say letter B. And then you'd be safe. But if you don't, son, you just be like, and you a bitch. Boop.
You get duffed in the chest.
Letter B. Like, fuck.
Oh, fuck, dude. That seems unnecessarily mean.
Yeah, it says the guy who fucking had earthquake tests in the bathroom.
I mean, you're not going to fucking crack a rib getting an earthquake test. You're just going to piss all over some shit. It's a little bit different. Don't get it twisted here.
Yeah, letter B.
Letter B.
I forgot. There was a bunch of hood games, and it was always fucking punching somebody.
Did you ever play How's Your Drink?
No.
It's just like if ever you see someone open a drink and they take a sip of it without marking it in some way. So like if you had a bottle of soda, you would just tear the label a little bit and then it's marked. But if somebody asks you how your drink is and you didn't mark it, you just have to chug the whole thing regardless of what it is. And we used to play that at a job that I had. It was at a pizza shop. So we were always drinking shit. And a homie of mine cracked open a 2-liter or something, and I got him with the how's your drink, and he tried to chug it all, and he ended up throwing up root beer or something all over because he couldn't chug this whole fucking 2-liter, dude. So he's just yakking in the back of a pizza shop. It's a very fun game. No physical pain, just emotional.
Yeah, I went to school at a crazy time. We had all these fucking crazy ass games that would get you fucked up.
We're about to play that next time I'm back, son. I'm playing
Letter B. I'm down. You just that's the point of it, is you're having a regular conversation, y'all chilling, blah blah blah. You say something with the letter B and just boop. And if you're not on point with it, you just got hit in the chest, and from there on you're trying to hit everybody else. You're
just waiting. You're listening because now you're angry that you got hit, so you're trying to hit someone else.
Yep.
Fuck. These hood games ain't for me. So I'll fuck around with all that.
Good times. Good times.
All right. Last question. We haven't had one of these in a while.
Sure.
It's a one has to go.
One has to go.
And our focus this week is going to be Jim Carrey movies.
Ooh.
We have Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
We have The Mask. we have Liar Liar,
Okay.
and we have Ace Ventura.
1 or 2. Doesn't matter. First one.
First one.
Okay,
OG.
out of those 4, Liar Liar, Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura,
The Mask.
The Mask. That is a very good list.
All movies that stand on their own that
Yeah.
we've fucked with at different times in our lives.
Yep.
Jim Carrey had a very good 90s.
Wow, that is harder than I would have imagined.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. In my head, I got it down to Liar Liar and The Mask. Because Dumb and Dumber, clearly, of all of them, isn't going fucking anywhere. And let's be honest, neither is Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
So that leaves The Mask and Liar Liar. And
honestly,
it comes down to which one of those.
As much as I'm hesitant to say,
Oh, you're going to say it, aren't you?
yeah, I was going to say The Mask.
Ooh.
I was going to say The Mask. Because Liar Liar, I really loved that movie as a kid, bro. Like when I was
Same.
younger.
And it was always on like TNT and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was always on TV growing up.
And I think it's because he's not as over the top. Like Ace Ventura was the introduction,
Yeah.
and it was over the top to the point, but that was like the introduction to Jim Carrey, right? Unless you've seen In Living Color, because I've seen In Living Color. I
Sure.
remember that. But you know, that was your introduction to that, and that was great at the time. Dumb and Dumber, same shit, fucking hysterical, wild shit for that time. Like you were not used to. Who was the directors? The
Farrelly
the
brothers?
the Farrelly brothers. Yes, that was like, I want to say that was the introduction to the Farrelly brothers movies, right?
It was right around the same time as Something About Mary. I honestly don't know which one came first.
No. I want to say Dumb and Dumber was first.
Okay. I would buy that.
Yeah, because Something About Mary was 98. And Dumb and Dumber was
94.
yeah,
right?
94. So like that one put them on the map. So yeah. So, you know, that same in that same vein, you can't do that. And then The Mask, he was just so over the top, and even though we have a special place in our hearts for it,
We do.
It didn't age so well. Like I tried to put my kids onto it.
It's not as timeless.
Yeah,
right?
it's not as timeless. Whereas Liar Liar for me showed a little bit more of his acting ability rather than just being
He does
the
get
over the
serious
top
with
fucking
the kid and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And just it was just such a great fucking premise. Like a lawyer that can't lie.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
because
you're
his
right.
kid made
You're
a
right.
fucking wish. So good. It was just hilarious. So
Do you remember in The Mask though, at like the salsa scene where all of a sudden everyone was like
yeah.
salsa dancing and the smoking, and just Cameron Diaz was smoking hot. Dog had the mask on. Like I really love that movie, and I don't.
I
want
love
it to
it.
go,
I love
but
it. Yeah, I'm not
but
saying
it has
that-
to. It's like
I'm not
it's like the
saying-
Wesley Snipes meme where he's holding a gun and it's like, you don't want to show. Got tears coming down, but I got to shoot it. It's got to go, son.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I fucking hate the movie or anything like that. Like it's,
no. That's
it was
not what
a
we're
tough
saying, but-
decision. It was a tough decision for me.
It really was. I was thinking about it all day, honestly. It's been honestly it's been days because I've had this question lined up, and I've really been mulling it over. And you're right, Liar Liar just as
Yeah, for me.
I'm
for
Jose
me.
Canseco.
Yeah, I'm Jose
I'm
Canseco.
Jose Canseco.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah,
bro!
yeah,
It's
it was-
just and then watching like the outtakes and shit at the end of that. Those are classic too.
And as much as I Cameron Diaz was so fucking hot in The Mask. Oh,
Absolute smoke show.
yeah. But, you know, Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer
I know.
Tilly.
I wanted to smash Jennifer. Bad, bro. Bad in the 90s. Yo, son.
I'm just saying, Jennifer Tilly.
She wasn't even that bad, but something about her, I was like, yo, this chick.
I know what
dirty.
it was.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
was it? It was
Her
that tape.
tits.
It was that
Her
audio
tits.
that we had to listen to in courtside. I was like, yo,
fucking tits.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? He said 125. Huh. In her bra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
exactly.
No, that you're so good. So good. So
Yo, Jennifer Tilly was one of the
And I think I still
all-time
want to smash
crushes,
Jennifer
bro.
Tilly to this day because of that movie.
all-time crushes. She had the voice. She had the body. Yeah. So. He's over here reminiscing. He's fucking quiet.
It's
just
the,
like
the Vince McMahon meme where he's getting
nothing.
choked up and shit.
Yeah. I just mentioned it.
That's me
You're
thinking
like,
about Jennifer Tilly. Son.
I know. Jennifer Tilly.
Good stuff. I'm due for a Liar rewatch. I
Sure.
think.
Yeah. Facts. Big facts. All right. That's it, right?
That's it. That's all three, baby. That's it.
All right. Let's do some.
You know what it's time for.
All right. What you got for us, Cud?
All right, I'm going to kick this off with just a little something that I saw today. So
Sure.
in Glasgow, Scotland, there was an event that was sort of publicized by, I don't know who put it on, but it was supposed to be a Willy Wonka adventure.
Oh.
They used AI art in the promotional materials that showed like the factory, like when the kids were in the factory, just, shit made out of candy, and it looked really fucking dope in the pictures. And
Sure.
then when people started showing up to this thing, it was a fucking warehouse with like a Wonka bar over here and a fucking tree. Or like it was the saddest shit ever. And kids came like in costumes and they were stoked for like this.
My bad.
Oh shit!
My bad,
Are
I'm
we
just
fucking
hitting shit.
spoiler alert?
I'm just
Spoiler
hitting
alert.
shit.
So kids came, in their Willy Wonka outfits and all the shit. They were super stoked. And then they saw that bullshit and someone called the cops.
Really?
The police actually showed up, and I don't know if folks were requesting a refund or what the deal was. But it was bad enough that people had to call the authorities in Glasgow, Scotland, and be like, yeah, they said there was a Wonka thing. Admission was $40 to this, by the
Damn.
way.
For nothing.
For absolutely nothing. Those kids' hopes were crushed. And I mean, that's something that if I were a kid, I would want to fuck with for sure. Because it was, a lot was promised in these AI flyers.
Yeah.
And it was not delivered on. Not at all.
Yeah, AI needs to be fucking stopped. But I've seen a lot of AI pictures and they look good, but how good can this look? Like, I'm trying to look up some pictures of what this scenery looked like.
The
Oh, come
account
on.
where I saw the news. Yeah, what do you got? Did you find it?
Yeah. So hold on. I gotta bring it over here. So I found something small, and if this is true, then the people are to fucking blame, like for just believing that's it. Here it is. All right. So let's say this is saying that this is how it was advertised on the left.
Yes.
And this is what they showed up to on the right. Like, if you saw this image on the left and thought that this is actually what this is going to look like, you are fucking stupid.
I don't necessarily know that they thought that's exactly what it would look like, but I don't think they were expecting that picture on the right, dog. They thought it would be a little more intricate than that. That's pretty sad, bro.
Yeah. These people just put some fucking turf down.
Threw up a couple candy canes, some big suckers, a Wonka picture, and told everyone to go fuck themselves,
Willy Wonka
basically.
Experience. What the fuck is that? That's so fucking stupid.
Something else I saw as well. You know how, at certain times you try to catch an Uber that shit can be expensive as a motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, it's bars are closing, you're downtown somewhere trying
Sure.
to get a ride back to the crib. They jack those prices up.
Sure.
Well, apparently Wendy's is going to try surge pricing. And I don't know if they're going to test it in a smaller market or, you know, if it's something they're planning on rolling out nationwide. But, you know, depending on the time, if it's dinner time and you want a fucking Baconator, it sounds like the Baconator's going to be going up in price a little bit.
Yeah, why do they assume this is a good idea?
Great question. Why I brought it up? I want to know,
Yeah.
Are you more or less likely to grab some Wendy's at dinner time?
Way less, bro. So I eat fast food, or at least I did, much more than you have, right?
Sure.
Wendy's is probably one of the better fast food joints because
absolutely.
their burgers
Yes.
feel like it's, you know, actual
A real
meat.
burger from someplace.
Exactly. And I have been doing it like it's the only place I can go to and I can order a bunless burger. And they'll give it to me with no bun, you know, in a container, blah blah blah.
And it's still bomb.
And it's still fucking great. So I go there strictly just for that, but I have to be strategic on what I buy there because their prices have skyrocketed, bro. Like I have gone there and expected, like, I remember I got myself just a meal. It was a meal one time. It was the first time that I had gone there in a while. And it wasn't even like a value meal or anything like that, right? I was ordering off of the smaller menu individually, thinking that I was going to save money. I ordered one burger. It wasn't even like a Dave's
Right.
double or anything like that. It was just like a regular burger. I think I grabbed the nuggets and a small drink. And that shit was like $17.
Jesus.
To the point where I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, what did I order? Because like I don't think, and he read it back to me and I was like, what the fuck? Like really? And
Damn.
literally that is how Wendy's is right now. So the only way that I go to Wendy's now is I know exactly what I'm ordering. I will order just like a burger. The Dave's double, I do it bunless. I'll do maybe like a chili, and because that's still lower. And I know how much I'm spending, but I took the kids there one time.
Oh, Happy
because
Meals, wipe your ass out.
Yeah, bro, they not even. Again, I ordered like one wanted nuggets. They we wanted, the three of them wanted Frosties. One wanted nuggets. One wanted a burger. Just like a junior bacon cheeseburger. And the shit came out to like $20-something, bro. And I can't even fathom like why it's that expensive. So for you to tell me that it's already high as a bitch, and that at certain times, if it's just a little bit more busy, then they're going to jack up the fucking price. Y'all could suck my dick. Wendy's can
agreed.
suck my dick on that. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm good on Wendy's. Like, I'm not
He's done.
Yeah,
He's
I'm done with that shit.
Even if they don't introduce that shit in The Rock, you're done.
No, yeah.
Just because they're
I'm
pondering
done.
that shit because they think that's a good idea.
Well, I understand that the economy right now is shit, right?
Sure.
But it's like, I don't understand really. Like, the economy was shit before. They use COVID as an excuse, right? Everything's going up because, we got to ship it. Gas prices are higher, blah, blah, blah. But all that shit is lower. And you know what? It isn't changing? All of the fucking shit that they kept saying that the prices are going up because of this.
Well, now they're used to it, dog. They
Oh
can't go
yeah,
back.
no, exactly. So now they're seeing the uptick in their pockets, and it's fuck everybody else, right? Now
if this
you
became
are
a
used to
trend?
paying this. So now we are going to bombard you with this.
What if the surge pricing in fast food became a trend? Would that dissuade you from?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to go to a fucking McDonald's or anything and then they fucking, right now the line is fucking extra fucking long and something that cost me normally $3 is going to cost me now $6.
Word.
Fuck you.
Yo, back in the day,
I don't even like doing that shit for Uber.
when I was a kid, my dad, like I was going out with my homies. I was probably, mid-teens. Mm-hmm. I'd be going out for the day and my dad might throw me a little cash to get something to eat. He'd throw me like a 10.
Yeah.
And I would be able to get a pack of smokes and I'd be able to eat dinner.
Yeah.
With that 10 spot, son. And now
not anymore.
You're not even getting a fucking value meal. With
I
a 10
remember
spot.
I remember when I used to borrow my dad's car, I could fill the tank with $20.
Oh, those are the days.
Those were the days.
I remember gas being like a buck 10, a buck 10 a gallon. I remember my mom filling up at this specific station because it was a buck 10 instead of a buck 13, closer to her crib. I'll never see gas prices like that again, especially out here.
No. I was surprised because now, obviously, like I live in Rochester, and I currently live in the suburb of Chili. Mm-hmm. So I drive into Henrietta.
Yep.
To go to the gym. That's when I fill up because I noticed because I was used to living out in Greece. And in Greece, the gas prices are what they are, right? They're never been any like lower than like $3.50, $3.25. Like it's always on the higher end. I come out here and in Henrietta, it's $2.95. Like it's at least in the twos. I'm like shit. So now I'm filling up whenever I go into Henrietta, because even it's even the difference in the price just driving over into Chili. you know what I mean? Like it's like 20 or 30 cents cheaper.
Yeah, it's the same with gas here. Like I see the prices in certain areas. Like you could be in one town, gas is $5, and then you go to the next town over or city, and you're 7 miles away, but the gas is $1 cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no fucking sense at all. But for some reason, they think, they can tax certain areas and others they can't. It's very weird.
Yeah,
I don't really understand it. I
don't know, bro. It's very weird to me. But what can I do?
Yeah, no, we can't do shit.
Yeah, we can't do shit. So, whatever.
Pay it.
But no, yeah, Wendy's could suck a dick. I'm good on that.
Yeah, surge pricing can suck a dick, and it feels weird, like because it feels more appropriate for like an Uber type of service.
Sure.
I don't know why, if it makes it better, or if it's just because we're used to it, because Uber's always been that way.
No, but
it feels fucked up for food.
No, but yes, it does feel fucked up for food. But why is it? Why do we feel that way for like an Uber?
Is it a service versus a product? Because, the fast food places,
it feels fucked up
something.
even for, I guess the only reason why I understand for Uber is and the only way it's logical, because it's the only way that it makes sense here, right? Is the only time I've ever had surge pricing for an Uber was on a night out in an area that is just flooded with drunk folks, right, wanting to get from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. That's where it made sense, right? Because you have all of these people leaving this area, and it's high volume. So I get it. I get that. And you got to deal with drunk motherfuckers at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I guess it was always I never gave it a second thought. If I could avoid it, I could avoid it. If not, fuck it, I'm paying it, whatever. But yeah, but for food, yo, let me tell you, right, the food service people here, I don't know about anywhere else, but the food service people here when it's not busy, right? You will wait a long fucking time for them to just hand you your fucking food. And what will they do, right? They won't say, have a good day. They won't say a fucking thing. They will hand you they will take your card, not say a word to you, right? Past the machine, like where you put in your order. Now you're at the window with a person. You get there, you hand them your card. They say nothing. They hand you back your card. They fucking say nothing. They hand you your food. They close the window. They say nothing. So like there is no service. Again, I've said this shit before. I will say it again. Fucking replace these fucking these McJobs with robots, please. Put an auto flipper in there. Make the fucking food by itself. Have a robot in there fucking making that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's this person's first fucking job. Whatever. Get them the fuck out of there. Make that shit streamlined. Fuck that shit. No, I'm good. On when it comes to like restaurants, fuck all of them. Fuck all of those fucking workers. I don't care.
That customer service touch
It's
when you
the
do
worst.
get it, because the Taco Bell that is on Ridge Road in front of like the Walmart Plaza there, Elm Ridge Plaza.
Sure.
The Taco Bell that's in there.
Yeah.
There was a girl that worked there, a lady, I don't recall her name, but I used to go there very frequently, very late at night. And this woman had the best customer service I have ever come across at any fast food place, at anywhere, basically.
Sure.
To the point where, like, I tried to recruit her to come work at the fruit stand. I was like, listen, like, you have a gift, ma'am. You are wasting it here on these assholes at Taco Bell.
Sure.
Like, please come here. And it was like a joy. Like, I was excited to go and talk to her because she was the sweetest, nice. And that goes so far.
It does.
Just the littlest courtesy, especially these days, like you said, where everyone's very robotic. Card swipe, give it back, move the fuck on. Nobody likes their job, but don't be a fucking asshole about it.
Yeah. No, and I mean, again, like there's always the exception to the rule.
Absolutely. There are people who
I mean,
and far between these days.
I mean, for the most part, it's more likely that you are going to get someone who is just an attitude, doesn't say shit, just giving you a shitty service because that's what they're doing all day and they don't want to fucking do it. That's fine. Give them a reason not to do it by not giving them the fucking job and giving it to a fucking robot. I don't care. Those nice people, sure, make them a fucking manager or some shit where they have to make sure that shit is running smoothly. Hitting buttons and shit, but that's it. Like, I'm good. I don't want people interaction. And you know what? That would bring down that fucking surge, that fucking surge pricing and shit.
That fucking labor cost. Hell yeah.
Yep. Get rid of that shit. Pay for some fucking robots. I'm all for it.
Same.
They don't deserve that fucking
nobody.
job. Nah. Because those same people, all they do. I'm not going to get into it. Okay? I'm not going to get into it.
You were already in it, dog.
No. I'm not going to get fully into it. But those people move on from those jobs, those shitty jobs, and then they work for the fucking child support call line.
And they don't give a fuck.
And they don't give a fuck about what you...
They're like, sir, I worked at Arby's. I don't give a fuck about your child support. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get it. We know.
I want to try to have a woman call child support to see how the experience is.
Just fucking raise your voice. We talked about this. Frank Caliendo.
I just want to. That's what I want. I want to hear the other person call the person that is it's in their favor.
Ah,
they
lay out the red carpet.
Yeah, they lay out the red carpet, and he goes,
yep.
"Oh, ma'am, one second, right? We're gonna put you onto our special
concierge,
into our
concierge, yeah."
And then they talk to someone who's like, "What do you want? What do you want from this motherfucker?" It's like,
have
well,
you
this
booked your
is what I want.
complimentary massage?
What do you want? What do you want from this motherfucker? Well, I feel like I deserve this and that. Oh, you fucking do.
Done.
You fucking do deserve it.
Done.
That's
you got
yours.
it. You're
You got
goddamn
that.
right. That's
You
yours.
got that. I'm gonna send him a fucking letter right now.
Wait till he calls. We got this asshole waiting to tell him he don't give a fuck.
Yep. That's how I imagine it being.
That's exactly how it is, dog. That's exactly how it is. That'd be a good skit, son. You
I
should
know,
put that
I know.
together, like where you're like, there's a chick and there's a dude. I'll do like a high pitched chick voice if you want. We'll make that work.
We'll
That'd
make
be a
it work.
funny-ass
We'll make
skit.
it work. Because it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's the worst.
That
The
would hit,
worst.
son.
All right, what else we got, bro?
That was it. Those are the two that I saw that jumped out at me today, and I stay creeping at least on Yahoo, CNN. I stay away from like Cinerant because that just gets into Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
And I also don't want you don't want to
Hollywood
get
shit.
too serious either. Like, oh, that fucking pilot that got killed. Like, fuck out of here with that.
No,
Wait till Johnny comes back for the sad real shit
yeah.
because he'd be hitting us with that.
I mean, since you said that, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild.
Well, let's hear it.
So
All right, roll into it. Let's do it.
I mean, I guess we ain't gotta do it, but fuck it, we'll
do it. Roll it.
Yeah, so it's just crazy to me. So I guess there was a Russian pilot who stole a helicopter to defect to leave Russia and get away from there. And I guess he made his way to Spain. Well, that man was found shot to death in Spain. Russia does not fucking play, bro.
They got him in Spain, dog. Spain is very far from Russia.
Yes.
That is very, very scary. Fucking
Yes.
KGB
Yes.
everywhere.
6 months. 6 months after defecting to Ukraine with a helicopter.
Probably thought he was Gucci. He was smashing
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Spanish ass for 6 months. Just fucking, he's like, I got away from communist Russia. And then he fucking pop.
Dude was 28 years old.
Oh, he was a baby.
Yep.
Just a child. Probably
Yeah.
had baby teeth. Didn't
Yeah.
lose them yet.
So it says here that his name is Kuzmanov, Maxim Kuzmanov. He
Sure
commanded
was.
a Russian Mi-8 helicopter until August 2023 when he landed inside Ukraine lines as a part of an agreement with Ukrainian military intelligence to deliver the helicopter in exchange for $500,000 and a new identity.
Damn, he sold a Russian asset.
Yes.
Got a new identity from Ukraine.
Yes.
Went to Spain. They found him in Spain. Popped his ass.
Killed him.
Done.
Killed him. And he didn't do a great job hiding shit because it was 6 months later. So it says 2 crew members unaware of the plot were killed by Ukrainian forces after trying to escape capture. So he took this plane with 2 crew members on board, landed in Ukraine. They didn't know the plan. They got popped by Ukraine. That's crazy. Ukraine intelligence and Russian state media outlets said that Kuzmanov had been murdered near Alicante, a resort city in Spain's southeast coast, on February 13th because of the false identity provided by Ukraine. Spanish police could not confirm Kuzmanov was the victim, but
But he
you know,
was.
yeah,
We know it.
until conducting a fingerprint check.
God damn.
So that is wild, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, we were
Did
talking
you,
about it. Go ahead.
Did you see the shoes, the sneakers that Trump had started
yeah,
selling? I think
those
that
fucking
was
terrible
the
ass-
end of last week. He was at some
The Air
sneaker
Trumps?
con. The Air Trumps. Yeah. The fucking the Jan 6s
Mm-hmm.
is what they're called. He was at a sneaker con.
He was.
Why, bro? Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this asshole doing? And like, he dropped those the day after it was ruled that he had to like pay someone $350 million. He came out with those, and they were what, 400 or 500 bills?
Oh
Something
yeah.
like
And they
that.
sold out. I don't even think. Let's see. It says here. Trump's debut. He debuted sneakers for $399 a piece, and they are the most shittiest looking fucking sneakers. They look fucking. They don't even look like they're. Here, I'll share it. They don't look high quality at all. Fucking gold with an American flag. Am I the only one that if I see something with an American flag, I'm immediately turned off? It sucks because this is my country and I do love.
The rest of the world feels the same way.
I do love my country.
For sure.
But when you do that, you just it's gross.
Somebody posted the same exact pair without like the sprayed flag and the T on Temu for like $18.
And they're gross.
Yeah, the air treasons.
That's
what the T's for. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he did the whole sneaker con thing, and
got booed.
He got booed at the sneaker con. Yes. But he sold them.
Wish I was there.
He sold them. I don't even think he announced that he was going to be there. It was just like
good.
A thing
Someone probably
that
he
decided he was going to do.
Just popped into a sneaker con.
You copping?
Yeah, they want to see me here. What's good?
You copping a pair?
Oh yeah, for sure. I already got 2.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what the funny thing is? We're talking about Trump, but Yeezy, Kanye also came out with like these sock style shoes. They literally look like a sock with a sole, and the whole purpose of it is like you can fold it up, wrap it up, and put them in your pocket for some reason. Why you would want to do that, I have no fucking clue.
Do
right?
they act like clap cleats?
Possibly.
A little traction, but it's a sock. I'll be fucking and just what are they called?
Possibly. They're called the Yeezy Pods. Here, I'm gonna go to
fucking in my Yeezy Pods.
So the funny thing is, let me see. I'm trying to go to his website. So the funny shit is with is that he debuted those shoes or those socks or whatever the fuck they are. He debuted them and they were like $200 or some shit like that, and it was literally like a sock with a sole.
Yeah.
And then not too long after his album drops, they decided that the whole website was going to be liquidated, and they were then selling for everything on his website selling for $20.
Oh, I'll cop a pair for $20.
Yeah, $20 a piece.
They still out there?
I'm trying to. I forgot what his fucking website is. I want to say is it Yeezy.com? I don't think it is. No, this doesn't look legit.
Yeah, don't get fucking tricked. Someone gotcha. Got your ass.
No,
They sound like hospital socks.
Actually, this might be the actual website.
All right, cop me a pair.
I mean, it's $20. I got you.
Good looks.
So I don't know if this is the actual website, but essentially this is here we go. This is the shoe, right? Like. This is what they actually look like.
God damn, that looks like a sock.
Yes.
And it folds.
And it folds, and it's terrible. It's
very cool.
I'd rock him to the gym for $20.
I feel like I've seen him rocking those in some fucking pictures that I've seen him in recently.
I have. But if you like that shirt, $20. If you like those pants, it's $20.
Does it got to be number 1, or can I pick my number?
Nah, you number 1, bro.
Nah, give me that whole fit, son. I got you.
Oh man, why the fuck did this picture right here on the bottom left? Like, why is that not
right
a picture that you can zoom in on?
It's hairy ass, cracker ass legs in the picture. That just really makes it. Now I really want a pair. I want to look like that. That's how I could look if I get the Yeezy Pods. Damn, son. They really setting a false body image for males out there. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious. That's so stupid looking, but it's $20. Yeah,
It's like the dad from Malcolm in the Middle, hairy ass motherfucker.
Hey, you leave Bryan Cranston alone.
He's not really that hairy.
Yeah, you leave Bryan Cranston alone.
He's a saint.
Yeah, Trump. I don't know. Trump. I think he's just trying to appeal to. He's trying to get them.
Somebody on Fox News. There was a Fox News correspondent that said now that black people will vote for Trump because he released some dope kicks.
Oh no, I saw that fucking that shit was so stupid.
Oh my God!
It's like, oh, he's appealing to them because he's
right.
Yeah, he's from the
urban crowd. He's got the urban crowd now.
Now he has
cool
the shoes
sneakers.
and he's like, ooh, no, he's cool. Fuck out of here, fucking idiots.
He's so fucking cool.
Nobody. If you paid $400.
I'm on a black people poll. We need to poll black people. Put something up in our story for black people only.
Minority poll. Let's do it. Full minorities.
Like, do these sneakers make
Honestly,
you more or less likely to vote for Trump?
The sneakers aren't going to make any pull. But it is alarming how many minorities do want to bring Trump back into office. And the only real reason everybody sides with him is because of the state of the economy. That and the ignorant shit of, and he's mad funny. He's mad funny when we had a lot of fucking funny shit. He would say dumb shit all the time. Like, bro, that's not what you want your president to do.
Nah.
you
don't want to have to talk about your president. Just have him be a president. Do president things.
Yeah, do presidential shit. The economy,
like a fuck
maybe, but all of the fuck shit that man brings. But honestly, we don't have a whole. We ain't got great choices, bro.
No.
Yeah, we fucked as a company. Jeez,
as a country, company, son. If we was a company, we fucked.
I mean, yeah, but as a country, we're fucked.
That too.
For the next 4 years, either way. In all honesty,
it's not gonna be
great. Right. So, what are we getting with a boosted economy? What else is going to come with that? We don't know. Not until he's in office.
Maybe no more surge pricing for Wendy's for one.
Jesus Christ. No, that's going to continue.
Thanks, Biden.
That's the problem with that. That's going to continue 1,000%. It's going to get worse.
Save us. I'm going to have my dope gold kicks, though.
It's going to get worse. That shit is just going to get worse. Anyway. All right, you want to get into some Hollywood?
Yeah, let's get into the fun stuff. This is depressing me.
Yeah, I know. Fuck it. Hollywood. So it's surprising to me to hear this news. There is, you remember the movie Roadhouse is supposed to be coming straight to Amazon Studios. It's the it's going to be coming to Amazon. It's the remake of Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse from the 80s.
Yes.
Starring Jake Gyllenhaal. So right now they are there's some accusations and lawsuits coming their way.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, so apparently there's a lawsuit that was filed on Tuesday in California that accuses MGM Studio and its parent company, Amazon, of copyright infringement for refusing to license its I'm sorry. There was one where the gentleman who created his I'm losing myself here. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So Lance Hill, he's the original screenplay writer. Yep. And the first lawsuit is coming in saying that there's infringement there, right? In 1986 he made the screenplay and they didn't license to use it. So that's the first one. Second one is I guess in there as well. According to the complaint, Amazon instituted a self-imposed deadline to complete the remake. To meet this deadline, which was threatened by the actor strike, the suit claims Amazon resorted to using generative artificial intelligence to replicate the voices of movie actors, which is in violation of the bargaining agreement by SAG-AFTRA and the Directors Guild of America. So they're accused of using AI.
To these accusations?
I don't believe that they have. Well, let me see if they did. Let's see. In a statement, a spokesperson for Amazon said the lawsuit is completely without merit, and that numerous allegations are categorically false. The film does not use any AI in place of actors' voices. We look forward to defending ourselves against these claims. How do you do that? How do you
defend yourself
prove
against
that?
These claims? That is a good question. Yeah, no, this opens up all kinds of different legality questions for copyright lawyers and that sort of thing. I really don't know. Like, do you have to get the actual actors in to testify that yes, I did record this scene? Like, that is
Bro, when
me.
you
I
record,
did say that.
when you record audio, do you remember what the fuck you say those many months ago?
I mean, I don't remember what I say on the podcast the next day. So
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I would find it reasonable to think that they maybe have a hard time recollecting what they say. So yeah, this could be a tough case, I think, to prove. Honestly,
Sure. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I don't know how you would prove something like that, other than the people saying, "Oh, I did say that," or "I didn't say that."
right?
And
Do you recall recording this dialogue under oath? A reminder, you are under oath.
right. But it's just interesting that I mean, I am of the. I do believe that, when the strike was going on, I'm pretty sure a lot of these studios were doing what they could under the radar to try to get these movies further along. And using AI was probably not that far-fetched, bro. They got the top people.
You think they're guilty? You think they did it?
Possibly. I wouldn't put it past fucking Hollywood. A studio in Hollywood, like, just using AI to say like these little things.
Before the bargaining agreement came to pass with all the new AI stipulations and everything, are they in breach of something if it was done before those were put into place?
Yes, because once it was put into place, you have to remove all of that.
So it's retroactive.
Yes.
Basically. I mean, not retroactive
unless it was released.
Everything, but.
If the movie was released prior to that, like let's say even days prior to that agreement, and the movie was released and it is what it is, like that's the cut of the movie, that's how it was released. I don't know if they would order them to remove that and re-release it without that recording, have the real actors do it. But how long has it been now since they came out with those terms? Good 7-8 months.
I was gonna say at least 6 months. I feel like since the strike ended. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is well past the window.
Yeah.
If it's still there, they gotta remove it.
The burden of proof is on the accusers, right?
Yeah.
To say this is so. I mean, they got a tall task ahead of them. I'm curious to see how this goes. And that statement from Amazon sounded pretty fucking confident.
It did. But that's the lawyer's job.
Sure. I mean, you're not gonna sound like a bit like, oh shit, are we in trouble? I mean, you're gonna sound like I got this.
The only thing that probably has merit in this is R. Lance Hill's
the copyright stuff,
the copyright part of it,
infringement.
Yeah, if they refuse to license the movie or the screenplay.
I mean, you wouldn't think that they would just go through with all of this without having the permission to do so. Like, that's a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of everything without, having
I mean,
full knowledge that this is okay to do.
what I don't understand in this, and again, I mean, I don't work in Hollywood or any shit or
Sure.
anything like that, so I don't know
just
what the
talk shit.
legalities are in this. Like, so when he's saying that the 1986 screenplay, it wasn't licensed, what is that? Like, did they pay enough to use the Roadhouse name?
Right.
Because the story arc is different to an extent. So technically, if that story is different, do they have to license that original screenplay, or did they just, pay for the rights to use the name? Like there are a bunch of shit, that we don't know about.
Right.
So when it comes to that, they probably didn't have to license that screenplay because I don't know. I barely remember fucking Roadhouse, but I just remember.
I barely remember it too.
I just remember he was, fucking
Kicking ass in that bar.
Yeah, he was a dude who kicks ass that works as a fucking, as bouncer in that bar. Whereas Jake Gyllenhaal is a failed MMA fighter or an ex-MMA fighter who is now outcast from that, who ends up in this place. Yeah. As a bouncer or manager or some shit.
Like, did they take the bar name? Like, what other than the name Roadhouse did they actually take? And maybe it is just the name.
Right.
Is it connected to the first movie? Like, is he related to somebody?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with it. I think it's a complete remake.
This is going to be interesting.
Right. So, I don't know. We'll probably hear more about that. Let's see. So, Dune 2 has been, we've been hearing a couple things about it.
We have been hearing some things here and there about Dune 2. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. So, before the part that I know that you're alluding to there, and we'll get into that next.
The popcorn bucket.
Well, the popcorn bucket. There's the popcorn bucket. It looks like you want to stick your dick in it. There is... the simple fact that it is the highest rated movie in IMDb with a 9.4 out of 10 currently with over 1,300 reviews, which is interesting in itself. But what I was going to say is the director, Denis Villeneuve, or is that how you pronounce it?
I know Jonni pronounced it properly. I butchered it. So I don't fuck
Vela-new. He probably.
He's like, yeah, he is.
Yeah. He probably. He
said,
the second you said Jonni, I thought, okay, well, he probably said Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, like he's from fucking Paris.
Yeah. Denis Villeneuve. Villeneuve.
Yeah.
He came out and he said that TV is ruining movies. His exact quote is, "I hate dialogue. Dialogue is for the theater and television. Pure image and sound. That is the power of cinema, but is something that not obvious when you watch movies today. Movies have been corrupted by television." So, do you agree with that?
No. And granted, I am not a director. I don't have Dune credits to my name. I'm a nobody.
Sure.
But as somebody who watches movies, who appreciates movies, I can promise, at least for myself, that dialogue is very important. If I just wanted to see explosions and shit, I would just keep watching fucking Transformers and Fast and the Furious on repeat.
Sure.
I don't agree with that at all. I mean, I guess I can understand his sentiment to a point, but that sounds like a smug, out of touch thing to say.
So
yeah, sorry, Denis.
I agree with it to an extent, and I understand where he's coming from, right? So the movies that we grew up with cinema, or that we considered cinema back then. Yeah, very little. If it's an action movie, very little dialogue.
Sure.
It's way more action sequences. But I do agree with you on the sense that things have evolved, and sticking to that is a very old take.
archaic. That is a very archaic take on movies. And at one time, that probably rang true more so than it does today. It seems just out of touch.
I have to agree with you on that because things have evolved. TV shows obviously have grown so much, right? Where actors back then wouldn't have dreamed to be on television. They did not want to. That was the thing.
Them.
It's like fuck. Like I got to do a television show.
Yeah, I got to do a pilot. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Now they want that, right? That steady work. That Pedro Pascal right now, right? He's booming, and one of the major things that he did was The Last of Us.
Yep.
So, people want that. They just want that steady work.
If anything, I feel like I'm of the mind that the progression in TV from The Sopranos to Breaking Bad, if anything, I feel like that pushes movies to want to be better, to be like, hey, like you see what these people are doing with this budget and on, the silver screen, as they like to call it when it's on TV. I feel like if anything, that pushes movies to maybe be a little bit better, a little bit different to try and pull in some of those folks, because it's definitely way more respected than it was. Like you said, it was looked down upon and beneath a lot of actors who wouldn't even think of doing a TV show. And now it's like, man, if you can get your hooks in a good TV show as a seasoned actor, like that's as good as gold.
Yeah. I think that there's a balance that has to happen there. I think that the movies nowadays need the visuals, but it needs that fucking dialogue too to like really reel it in. And but also like there's an argument for the ones that don't have that crazy dialogue, right? So like the Fast and the Furious franchise, they're obviously fucking crazy successful. Fucking John Wick, there's barely any words in those movies. Crazy successful. There are a ton of fucking people that don't flock to the movies that we flock to because we want a good story mixed in with the visuals and everything. That's what makes it for me, like those movies that are like unforgettable, right? If I think about movies that are in my top list, like they may not be in everyone's top list, and that's why I think I love Chris Nolan so much, right? Is because the dialogue is there, the fucking cinematography and visuals are there. It's like a great balance of both, and only certain directors pull that shit off and pair themselves with writers who do it. But like Chris Nolan does it himself. He writes it with his brother and fucking one other person or some shit, and pulls these stories together. But it's just that balance, bro. That
Oppenheimer was a good example.
Yes.
Of that, I feel like, where it had the visuals, the explosions, but it also was mostly dialogue. I mean, anybody that saw that, it was 3 hours of a lot of talking, a lot of exposition, and enough visuals to be like, damn.
Yeah.
This is hitting. Like it's like you said, it strikes that balance of a little bit of everything, which is not easy to do at all.
Right. Yeah. And I would go like even with Oppenheimer, right? And again, I'm a Chris Nolan fan. It took me a while to watch it, not necessarily because I thought that it was going to be a movie that wasn't as good, but it's that it was dialogue heavy and it's 3 hours long and whatnot, and you think like the same thing with
Killers of
the Flower Moon, where it's just like there's a hesitation there. It's like, I don't know, even with all the hype behind it, like there's a little bit of a hesitation there, like to sit through something like that. And then you watch it and you're like,
glad that you
fuck.
Did. Yeah.
Like, why did I fucking wait to watch this? Why didn't I watch this in a theater? you know, or whatever it may be. But
just
those
in general, why did I wait?
Bro, I mean, like even Oppenheimer, right? Like you said, dialogue heavy, kept me there. Just his use of cinematography, just throwing in a fucking random, like crispy, clear image of a fucking drop, like of a fucking drop of water hitting a puddle,
Right.
was just awe. Like you were in awe watching it. Like fuck. And then as he's thinking about some shit, and then like a random explosion, you know, in his mind, that it just looked like a small explosion. Then it cuts to the next, and it's just like fuck. This shit looks so fucking good, and the dialogue is amazing. Like you know, so I don't know. I'm in agreement that I think that there is a balance that has to be had. Of course, that there's just enough for I guess all kinds of filmmakers to just make these movies. There's a place for your John Wicks. There's a place for all of that stuff. And I don't know, dude. I like the dialogue, and I like the TV shows.
Same. They've come a very long way into a very respected medium, and that wasn't always the case.
I came across something. I didn't write it down, but I'm going to bring it up now. Since we're talking about Chris Nolan, he was saying that he would love to do a horror film.
Ooh.
How do you think that would go?
I mean, knowing him, that he would take the time and the care and, you know, all the thought that goes into it to make it, I think a good time, a decent production. He's such a well-respected director. I mean, anybody with a name like that says they want to do anything, like, you have to give them that leeway and that respect to trust that they can pull that off and they can do that. So I would give that my full support if that's what he wanted to do, and that's what he put his time into. And, you know, we know how he works with his brother too. He would have input, I'm sure. That doesn't worry me at all, even though it's veering off from great. You know, what he normally does. Like that's good, I think, to get outside of what you're normally known for.
Yeah, I'd be all in. I guess this came on the heels of an interview where he admitted that the concept for Inception was originally supposed to be a horror film. Like, he originally thought of it as a horror movie, which I could see, right? Very Nightmare on Elm Street-ish.
Dreams can get very scary very quick. And he went in a lighter direction with Inception than he could have, because dreams can get very scary.
Yes. But to imagine that, where you could enter people's dreams and insert anything, that would have been a crazy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that premise alone, bro. And I feel like Rick and Morty did sort of a kind of a similar play on the Inception theme with horror, like with a Freddy Krueger type character. And one of their earliest, Scary Terry, if anybody's familiar with the character. I remember a very funny episode with him in particular.
What did he have on his fingers?
Kind of like that. Yeah, he had the glow. He was like Freddy.
Oh, okay. Scary Terry. I thought he had something else for his fingers.
No.
I do remember that. That was like one of the few episodes that I saw.
Very good one.
That would be great. I would love for him to do a horror movie. I would love to see what a Chris Nolan horror movie would be like.
Hell yeah.
Inception is definitely one of my top 10 films
Absolutely.
of all time.
Yep.
Again, the concept was new. Cinematography was amazing. The dialogue was great. In my opinion, well fucking thought out. Even though it was a confusing topic, wasn't that confusing. It wasn't, what was Tenet?
Tenet was confusing.
Yeah, it wasn't Tenet confusing.
Yeah.
And he came out and said that Tenet was meant to be confusing.
Yeah,
but
I did see that.
Yeah.
And it
But,
worked because I was confused. So good job, Chris.
Yeah, no, great job there. I was
Got
also
me.
confused. So, but yeah, I would love to see a horror movie from Chris Nolan. That would be great.
I'm on board.
I'm on board too. Let's see. Marvel came out and said that that they were already moving on from Kang the Conqueror after the failed Quantumania release. Once it got all of the backlash, that they were already moving on from it well before the Jonathan Majors conviction. The conviction just kind of put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Do you believe that to be true? Do you
I don't
think that
believe
they were?
that at fucking all.
I don't
no.
think so either. I don't
The
believe
amount
that
of
shit at all.
time and energy they invested into the King character.
Yeah.
They got backed into a corner because of his legal troubles, and they had to pivot, and they did, and now they're playing it off like, oh, yeah. No. This was already part of the plan, so it's all good.
I agree.
We got that. Like, that's the biggest crock of shit I've probably ever heard in my life. But hey, if that's what the story they want to stick with, fuck them. Let them.
I agree. No, I agree. Even if it failed, I would love to see how they. I can't wait to see how they fix this, right? Because Quantumania, that mid-credit scene, where literally every fucking body, you came across every fucking Kang.
100,000 different Kangs
Right.
in that arena there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Write
And-
your way out of this, comic
and they
book
all
writers.
look like Jonathan Majors.
Every
So
single one of them.
now, if you recast them, now all of a sudden, the one big bad is the one that was in that arena that didn't look like Jonathan Majors.
Right. Yeah. Or
Interesting.
the motherfucker that he overslept. He didn't make it to the Kang arena that day. So
Nope.
yeah, that's what we're sticking with.
Yep. I
No,
don't know.
that's bullshit.
It
They're
is
fucking
bullshit.
covering their asses. They were gonna roll with Majors super hard. They were leaning into it, and then they had to fucking change their shit up.
Yep. I agree. They with them moving towards something like Doctor Doom, I don't know, man. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't know how they're just gonna bob and weave fucking Kang.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Maybe Deadpool. Wraps it
I think
up.
I think
somehow.
that's the only way to do it, right?
It's gotta be, right? I mean, Deadpool's supposed to be like the reset.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it before. The reset is in Deadpool. Even make it a throwaway scene. He shows up at that arena with all the Kangs, and then he just ignites a bomb, blows it up. It's just like,
Something's that stupid, yeah.
that was easy.
That's all it takes. Yep,
Yeah.
an end credit scene, anything. Yeah.
Oh, they all met at this one place. Cool. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so let's move on.
Took care of that. Damn, we
Took
should
care-
write for Marvel, son.
I'm thinking that that's probably what's gonna happen, but who knows? That would be great. I'd laugh at it, and I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah. A little TNT box, like with the old school fucking Acme.
Yeah, something stupid like that.
Yeah.
I'd accept it.
I'd be okay with that.
If it makes me laugh, I'd accept it. That's how easygoing I am.
Yep.
Speaking of Marvel Studios, apparently they plan to release Thor 5 before Avengers Secret War, and Zeus will be the main villain. Hercules will have a role similar to that of Adam Warlock in Guardians of Galaxy 3.
Hercules was Roy Kent, right?
Yes.
That's kind of dope. I hope he has a bigger role than Adam Smasher, because we were kind of stoked for Will Poulter to have a nice meaty role in Guardians 3. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had all of 2 minutes of screen time in that movie.
No,
Grant? He had
yeah,
a-
I mean, he was a
he had
simp
a
in
bigger
that shit.
part, but
He was a simp. And I think that's what they're alluding to. It's like it's probably not going to be that big of a role.
I want to see
as-
Roy Kent do some shit. Son.
No,
That's
I do
my
too.
dude.
But I think that like even with Adam Warlock, I think that that was more of a setup for him to do better down the road. That was an introduction to him. He was like a child in that. And I think that
You think we're getting more Adam Smasher?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think he's going to be part of whatever the new version of Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he's going to be a part of that whole thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will get more Will Poulter. He's got to stay buff and ripped now. He's probably pissed. He's like, damn,
Yeah.
I got to keep this going. Fuck.
That's what they want, though, man. These people, they just want longevity in their career.
MCU wants to pay me to be fucking ripped. I'm all about it.
Right. Put me in that room. Give me that money.
Shit. Good callback, son.
And apparently, Valkyrie, Lady Sif, Axel Heimdallson, and Love will all return for the sequel. Obviously, it will not involve Taika. So,
Aww.
right. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
And
that sucks to say because we're Taika Pod, but
yeah, for
fuck,
sure.
bro. You dropped the ball, dog. Let someone else pick it up.
He did, yeah. And they're going to go for, I don't know, I think, I don't think that no comedy is the answer. I think it has to be more of a balance now.
Just less, yeah. The balance that we talked about with like the fucking, movies these days, like that counts for the MCU too. Like you got to have all of it.
Yeah, the less zingers, just fucking, just give us a well-balanced fucking movie. That's it. That's it.
That's all.
It didn't have to go off the fucking rails like Thor: Love and
we don't
Thunder.
have to be pissing our pants. Bro.
And I didn't hate Thor: Love and Thunder. I thought it was funny, but it was a decent movie. My gripes were that it wasn't well balanced enough. Like they needed to balance out that comedy a little bit more. Yeah. And I'm not even gonna put that. I think Taika is a good team player, and he's saying, all the rumors are not true about the studios forcing him to do those like certain things and make a lot of cuts and make it a shorter movie because of the failure of Eternals and all that, since it was so fucking long and blah blah blah. Like I think that there's some truth to that, but he's just not letting up to it. So he's taking the blunt force of that that whole thing. So but I don't know. I still look forward to seeing Thor.
Absolutely. I love the Thor character.
Facts. The Boys season 5. We know that, that season 4 is premiering soon, and apparently, they may have already confirmed the renewal of season 5, which not a surprise.
Yeah, I thought I saw that too.
Yeah, pretty much what they did was they're on the production list website. They confirmed, or they had it down, that season 5 will be filming between April and August 22nd. So even though it wasn't officially announced, they already have a date when they're going to be filming season 5. So.
Damn, that's quick. That's April of this year, 2024?
Yeah. Yep.
God damn.
Which is great. That means we're going to get a season 5 a lot sooner.
Yeah, as I say, relatively quick.
Word.
Nice.
Word.
June. Yeah, June was the release of season 4, and also the Bear released their third season in June. Also, June is gonna fuck hard.
Yes, I love the Bear. The Bear is great.
Same.
Last rumor, since we were talking about the MCU just a little bit ago. Last little bit of rumor that kind of came across my way here is that Daniel Craig was rumored to have been approached to play Dr. Doom.
Oh, what? Daniel Craig? I did not see that. I saw a lot of Dr. Doom shit, but no Daniel Craig. Any credence to this? Is this a legit?
I don't believe so. I don't have any information on that. It came across my plate, and I just wanted to ask you.
Throw it out there. Daniel Craig, Dr. Doom.
How would you feel about that, right?
Let's fucking go.
Right? I think
I fuck with Daniel Craig.
He would absolutely kill that role.
That's my Bond.
Yeah.
That's my Bond. Bond. He would kill it. I love Daniel Craig. I think he's great, dude.
Great. He's funny. He
can be.
Obviously,
he can be humorous. He can fuck and like action sequences, bro. Like he's got that shit down. We know he can handle his shit.
My man lost the tip of one of his fingers for that shit.
Sure did. That's fucking dedication. No, I'm all about that. And that's not even a name that you really think of, like as far as any of those characters go. But I like it. When he's done with Bond. He's really doesn't
that was my question.
Glass Onion movie every couple of years. And
yeah, he hasn't really done much after Bond.
No,
he took just like a little break or some shit.
Probably just needed to like recoup, son. It's probably rough on his body and shit.
Absolutely. No, I get it.
But yeah, no, I would be all about that. My man goes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Daniel Craig, I like that. That made me happy.
I like that rumor. A lot. That's all I had for Hollywood. What you fucking with? What you been fucking with lately?
I mean, we finished True Detective. I did finish Griselda. Still been chugging through The Sopranos with Ash, almost through season 2. So cruising along there. I need to start Constellation.
Ooh,
on Apple TV. Are you caught up with that? I know you started watching it. I don't know how far you got.
Yeah, 3 episodes. I caught up on 3 episodes.
Yep.
And it's very good so far.
Yeah.
The only thing is it's confusing. It's very confusing.
Okay.
You don't know what's going on. You don't know what to believe. It seems like some possible multiverse type shit. That's what it kind of seems like, but I really don't know. And for those of you who don't know, so Constellation is a new TV show that, first 3 episodes released on Apple TV Plus. There may be a 4th episode by the time this airs. And it's about a female astronaut who is out in space, doing, some regular shit in the space station with her team. Something happens that they can't quite put their finger on as to how it happened. But shit starts hitting the fan and, some odd things start happening to her. It's very like she's confused. She doesn't know what's real, what's not real. You're seeing these events unfold. You're taking it at face value, but then things start switching back and forth. It's just like, this is all, you could see that all from the trailer. And the trailer was alluding to the confusion. So I can't wait to see how they bring this all together and make it make sense, because it's just, the only thing I can think of is like a merging of worlds or some shit like that. But we'll save that conversation for another time.
We'll unpack that. Yeah, let me catch up.
Yeah. So that's good. I also saw a couple episodes of Ted, the TV series, which is fucking hilarious. It's great. If you like the movie Ted, the Talking Bear, Seth MacFarlane,
or Family Guy,
Family Guy,
like.
It's Ted. It's the same feeling of it. The cursing, the fucking smoking weed, like all the shit, like, bong rips, them just chilling. It's vibing. Them chilling. But now it's the addition of the family. He's obviously younger.
And his family's wild. And that kid reminds me of like a young Mark Wahlberg too. Like the way he talks, the way like his accent, and not even just like a Bostonian thing, but like Mark Wahlberg delivers his lines and shit in Ted. Like he plays from what I've seen, the few clips, plays a very good young Mark Wahlberg. No,
he's good. He's good. And it's just funny. The one-liners, the dad is hilarious. It's a good cast. I'm enjoying it so far. I even had to ask my girl, like, yo, when you're not around, is it okay if I watch this?
She said, yeah?
She said, yeah.
Nice. What about Halo?
Halo's
been fun. Are you caught up on Halo? Did you watch the most recent?
So, no, I didn't watch episode 4, and I was looking forward to episode 4. But from my understanding,
was fucking wild.
Yeah, that episode 4 fucked so hard. So I'm probably going to be watching that tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've been watching TV more so in my room now, where the account where I'm watching Halo is not on there, and I need to switch it onto it. So, yeah. So,
don't tell Denis Villeneuve that fucking Halo's fucking, because it's a TV show.
Yeah. No, he's not gonna like that.
He doesn't like that at all.
Then again,
that shit's going hard right now, harder than the first Dune for sure.
It's not a crazy dialogue in that show anyway. So
it's not. It's not. He might fuck with it.
He might fuck with it. Oh man, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I also want to watch Shogun. I hear that it's
that just started today as we're recording this on a Tuesday. First episode or two dropped on Hulu.
Yes.
FX.
Yep.
That is supposed to be fire as well, bro. I don't know. I mean, The Sopranos got me all fucked up right now. I can't think of anything else but. So it's tough to even break away. Like, I want to watch Constellation, but I don't know, man. I might have to put my head down and trudge through these seasons here.
That's crazy.
I know, bro. I get it. And this is like the fourth time. But just watching Ash watch it and react to it, as someone who's never seen it before, is like what I feel like parents feel like when they watch their kids open presents on Christmas. Like that joy.
Yeah.
That's what it brings me to watch her watch something that I love so dearly.
I felt disappointment because my girl, she's a person, she like attaches herself to a character, and if that person dies, she like just stops watching it. Yeah. And I found out that she watched it all the way up until what's her name get murked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Chrissy's girl.
Then she was done there,
and then because she loved her, and she was done there.
Yeah,
and
don't
she
be
watched
a fucking rat.
Yeah, and I mean, I was like, you made it all the way to like the second to last fucking season to just give up on it, like, what? And she did the same thing in Game of Thrones when fucking I forgot what his character's name, but fucking Aquaman.
Ned Stark?
No,
first
Aquaman.
season?
Aquaman. What's his name?
Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa's character. Khal Drogo. Yes, when Khal Drogo died, she was like, nope, I'm done.
Oh, she just thought he was sexy. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
She's like, I got nothing else.
I mean, she wasn't alone on that. There was a ton of people that, that thought that shit.
Same.
But I was like,
but
fuck.
I kept watching.
That was what, first season, maybe second?
Yeah, second, third at the most. Yeah, that was very early.
This was very early on. It's like, shit, you missed a lot of great shit just because this motherfucker died.
So she be fucking with Aquaman movies because of him too?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, well then what the fuck? You can't have it both ways. You're either about him or you're not.
Right.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, got anything else you fucking with?
Nah, son, that's
fucking
it.
Sopranos.
Yeah, you hit on the Shogun too. I wanna peep that.
Yeah, I wanna check that out. So yeah, I mean, if you ain't got nothing else to throw into the stellar conversation, guys, thank you for tuning into this week's episode. If you made it this far, you really fuck with us, so that means we fuck with you. Remember to go and rate, review, subscribe to the podcast wherever it is that you are listening to this or you are watching this. If you are on YouTube, remember to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the pod if you haven't already done so. Remember to go to insensitivemerch.com and cop yourself some gear. Stay drippy with Drippy, and stay fresh out there, and rep the pod to the fullest. Remember, we also provide a subscription service, very light. We talk a little bit more shit in the beginning of each episode, and that will be included in there. Some of our bumps and
growing pains
are also in those episodes if you want to hear some of that bullshit. It's not very expensive at all. I think we have a $1 tier and we have a $3 tier. It's nothing crazy, but we appreciate it, and then down the road we will have more to offer on those subscriptions, guys. But thank you again for tuning in. We love you. Peace.